everyone. This week we look at foreign policy. Last week was domestic policy, and we have a discussion this week and a paper. Now, for the discussion, there's a couple pieces to it, and I ask you to think about who creates foreign policy. And right away, you might want to think, well, the president, of course, creates foreign policy with the Secretary of State. Well, but there's more to it than that, because when we look at it, there's public opinion. Okay, and of course there's the politics of it. If you look at what's going on today with Syria, okay, Afghanistan, and those current things that are happening right now, see, who's developing that? Is there a public opinion? Do the voice of the people matter when we're creating when we're creating foreign policy, or is it purely a political matter between the president and Congress, or the president's party and the president? Do they create it? So that's what I ask you to look at. Who creates it, and what is the role of public opinion in politics when we create foreign policy? And then, of course, with foreign policy, it gets beyond the treaties and things. We think about war. So the question becomes, as I asked, has Congress kind of given up, ceded its war powers to the president? Because we get ourselves involved in a lot of military conflicts without declarations of war. The president seems to send troops into fire missiles and drop bombs and things without declarations of war. Is that really his responsibility, or is that the responsibility of Congress? And that's kind of what I want you to think about. Has Congress kind of delegated that to the president now? Can he actually take us to war without Congress's approval, without a declaration? Okay, so that's our discussion post. Foreign policy. Who really makes it? How is it developed? Okay, is it public opinion? What's the role of politics? And then what about those war powers? Now we look to the paper. The paper asks you this: should foreign policy be used to basically promote American interests, or should foreign policy be based on a human rights kind of thing? If you look at the Syria example, where we just sent 42 missiles into Syria, was that for American foreign policy, for our personal American interests? Or was that truly about the use of gas and about human rights? So that's what I'm asking you to write about in the paper. When America's deciding its foreign policy, should it be just about what's good for America, what Americans want? Or is there a level of responsibility that America has in making sure people are safe, the human rights of other countries? Do we have a role to play in that? Or should we just mind our own business? It's not our people, we just turn a blind eye and look away. Okay, so that's what the paper is. Foreign policy, should it be about us, or do we have a moral obligation to protect human rights in the world when we're creating our foreign policy? Okay, if you have any questions, contact me. I look forward to reading your papers and your posts. Bye now.